Hello there, and welcome back to Grim Dawn. I'm Photius. We're back with our Shaman hardcore build, and I've done a few little kind of treatments to the build so far. I changed the gear a little bit, decided to go with this one that gives a good bit of offensive ability to Stormcaller's Pact, defensive ability. We're not there yet to, like, basically a level to go, but it'll be a big boost when we get it, so decided to go with it now. The armor was a little higher as well. Kept the amulet. I also built a solar belt and got Winter Storm on it, so it's got 2 proccable elemental abilities, which are great. And these gloves also have elemental seal on them, so I've got a little bit of like abilities that will proc. I still have the Chosen Mantle. It's been really good for Chaos Resist. We've got our armor we're going to stick with. I would like to move to something like Zohan's Battle Plate, but I think I lose too much of the other resist to give that up just yet. That's hard to say. That extra armor is huge. I lose Chaos Resist too. Well, from the component, I guess, so I can just ignore that. So a little bleed. I think we might go ahead and do that. Yeah, sure. It's a lot better defensively. Didn't even think about that. So we'll keep the add-on from this, pop that here, and we're pretty good to go. So I've lost a little bleeding. Cold, I had to use a Frozen Heart to kind of make sure that's good, but we're going to get some nodes later that will push that back up to 80. It won't be a big deal. Won't be down for very long. Everything else is in good shape. I changed out my metal a little bit, the pants as well, looking just for some tankier gear to have a little higher armor rating. We did lose a little bit of attack speed, but the damage is looking alright. So if we come, pop down to Totem, tell our pets to attack, and just wheel on this, I was getting crits for around 8,000. Let's Sacred Strike that, lower the resistance a little bit. Okay, I don't know how I was getting crits for 8,000, but I'm not now. Maybe it's because of the armor swap. Not a big deal. We still have pretty consistent damage, about 6,000, so we're looking okay. But we're just going to go ahead and kind of keep moving ahead. Then let's kill Master Ravok. Steps of Torment. Well, our devotions, we do want to finish this up. That extra point will be nice and also reduce our freeze duration. Then I think we're going to get into Sailor's Guide. I need the resistances, but primarily this node. So 3 points in that. Won't be too big of a deal. But the other things we want to get Ghoul. And once we have enough blue points, which we'll get there pretty soon, we're going to head for Spear of the Heavens. So it's kind of this for the extra resists. Sailor's Guide will give us another 5, that'll put us to 12. We're going to take Widow, that's going to put us to 15. This just gives red, but we're going to need that 3 red to get into Spear of the Heavens. There's one other thing. I'll just minimize real quick because I had everything up here ready to be looked at. Oh, Tsunami. Tsunami is a good one. That's another one we'll pick up too before we get the spear. We haven't had a big need of the Tsunami ability. It will come in handy though. We're going to put that on our Wind Devils so that they can just trigger that over and over. But we'll go ahead and get back at it. I don't think I want to worry about Steps of Torment right now. Although Origin of Sliss is interesting because of my Devil's Crossing experience. Yeah, I'm already honored. I'm a little unsure why I have so much. Oh, it's the 200%. Yeah, this will get us up in Devil's Crossing, which is good because they have some nice resistance augments for rings. Yeah, we're going to do that. So, to do this quest, you just go back out in the first area. And yeah, these guys are here, but they're only level 3. My tornadoes alone can take them out. don't have to do anything. Take the boat. And the guys out here will be level 10. So we can just dash through packs of those. They really aren't any concern. Level 40, I'm not even worth fighting them. We'll get some booklets and make our way in. Down we go. Now, I actually do have to be a little careful with the boss because my cold resistance is a little low, but the extra damage reduction for Mavens helps, even though I lost some points of that. It's still helpful. And my damage seems to be good enough. My Regen's going to help us with the poison pools. I don't really need to come up here. I don't think there's anything back here. There's a booklet I get further in. I'm going to head back. Yeah, cross this. You're going to watch these poison pools in here. They just deal damage to you. I think it's like a percentage of your health. But don't stand in them too long. Get to relatively safe spaces. Put down lightning totems to help finish off enemies. You can shoot them around corners and stuff too. I'm not looking to make anything difficult here. Yeah, these guys are a good level. Getting a good few smacks where I blow up a bunch of guys. Now, this Forsaken Totem might be a little rough. We'll see. I'm waiting to put down another totem. Okay. We've got Sacred Strike as well, which is really nice for reducing resistances early on. There's an orb there. There we go. Okay, Alchemist Belt. Not a bad one. This isn't terribly helpful. And then Perdition Shoulder Guards. I think my belt's going to be good for a while. Nice for the casting speed, but it loses the ability. Okay. Just kind of go and continue. We gotta check items because anything that can help solve our resistance issues, like little chaos and cold damage, we might be able to work it in. Rings especially. Our rings kind of are terrible. I'm planning after I do this probably to go back to Gullus. Try to farm up another ring, because if I get even one of those, it's going to be good. It's going to add a bunch to Mogdrogen's pact. If I can get two, that'd be even better. That's going to help bolster our regeneration abilities. So great to have for a class like this. I put the totem by the door just to handle guys as they come in. These are kind of like extra damage right now, not the main damage. Main damage is just the beat stick. That may even be the case. Here we go. See, they've got me in places I'm taking good bits of damage, but regeneration's keeping us on our feet. I wasn't sure I would like this new weapon because it lowers savagery so much and the damage numbers just didn't look good, but it's holding its own. Even though it's not quite what I would want. Can I get his other journal? Okay, where's... Oh no, I missed it. Oh, I missed his office. Darn it. I wanted to get these journals out of the way. It's just extra experience and such.
Can't do that yet.
And his room is just over here. Yeah, I walked right past it. Alrighty. Back on track. We want to get to the door. And we'll have to fight Elena. Now, she's not going to drop me anything good in particular, but this quest, I believe, does give a good bit of Devil's Crossing experience. Like, faction experience. Which, if I can get them to Revered. We have some decent augments up and we're at 50. That'll just help short resistances, especially in later difficulties. Like there's one that gives like 12 to Aether, 12 to Chaos. That just can help a ton with gearing. Just to not have to worry about it, because if you get 3 of those, that's 30-60 each. And that's just good. Even if you're not doing the right damage types. Like make the best of it, it's still good. Okay. Well, we're seeming nice and punchy. We have enough damage, so I'm happy with that. And we're not getting down very much, like kind of yo-yoing on our health. So seeming good, seeming good. Okay guys. You guys can deal with the totem. I'm kind of hoping the totems will just be extra damage later, will be something we can use if we, you know, can't stand toe to toe with something. We gotta move out, wait, regenerate for a second. That damage is still being dealt. It's more of I wanted to build around the particular weapon, so might as well build totems. In the final build though, I think I have so much added to totems, I only have like a point or two in it, so it's not too bad. And like the build is kind of fighting for points. I thought I could destroy those. Kind of fighting for points, so I don't know if I'll need to move them from somewhere else. It kind of just depends how the gear turns out. Best laid plans and all that. And she's in here. I'm gonna go take her on. I think we can just go toe to toe with her. Now, I probably shouldn't face tank her, but I'm going to. Because I don't think she's particularly tough of a boss. And I do have my backup skill, which we're going to turn on now and just finish her off. There we go. Wow, 103 cold damage is pretty nice on an amulet like that. And I'm not going to get Star Effect, so it doesn't do me much good. Good amount of cold damage on there for early. Get these. These guys. Do I have some dynamite? One dynamite, that's enough. Pop this open. Extra Ancient Heart is good. Another one. Very nice. Take the formula. I'm going to give him the formula this time around. Mental Weeping Eye. Shoulders. Yeah, I lose Chaos Resist on that, even though that's the only resist they have. And Touch Malice doesn't do anything for me. Yeah, that was another thing. I was hoping to use the Manticore Venom I got from that quest. But the problem is the Manticore Venom can't be used except on one-handed weapons. It's meant to be kind of like thrown on that sword that they give you for free. Just to kind of teach you how those augments play out. But the funny thing is, on a two-hander, it doesn't give me any good at all. But I do get other stuff for having two-handers. Oh, like, that guy did one shot, but he's level 10, so it's not really that funny. What faction probably has lightning? Titans probably has a lightning two-hander. I think Homestead does too. And they're pretty good. Pretty good. Alright. I should just warp out of here. Give him his formula back. Not his formula, but hers formula.
Do you have something for me? Good, good. Hand it here. It's
I thought he'd use
up in
faction
that lab of his.
for that.
Something on the relic he's used. That's a start. Why the stars? It's all a mess. This will take some time to decipher.
That doesn't do me much good. Nope. Don't need that. I already have it unlocked. And I don't think any of this gear does anything special for me. Oop. Yeah, we're just gonna sell it. Nope. And I'll hold that. Not really for me, but you know, never know. All right, we're gonna go try to get another Gaullus ring. The first one I got is pretty much no good. So to do this, head out to Rotting Croplands. And generally speaking, avoid enemies. You don't really need to fight every single little thing. Now, that was a big pack, so I want to fight them.
I can't do that yet.
So they were fun. Oh, it's a two-handed gun. I don't want that. Interesting. Sky Fragment. So you can make use of like elemental on hit stuff right now.
That skill's not ready.
I'll be able to activate it enough. Alright, I was just saying, you don't have to fight everything, so we're going to avoid fighting things unless it's big packs. Or a rare enemy or something. Something interesting. And then, let's see. These guys, yeah, this works. You can even set up totems to do it for you. Cooldown for that is just long. They do enough damage though, so that's nice. Alright, this is big. It gives us, finally, Stormcaller's pack. It's already got +5 to it. This is just going to be massive. Damage jump, and make sure we get that offensive ability jump. It's weird. Maybe it just doesn't raise it that much. It seems a little strange. Oh well. It's enough. Oh yeah. The damage numbers didn't seem that much higher, but they are higher. Okay, these guys you might have to fight through them just because it's going to be hard to just get through them. If they just clog up everything. But we seem to have an easy time of it. Yeah. And what we'll be doing now is we're kind of okay here. Maelstrom, you could get that, but like that's not really necessary. We're kind of okay here on this stuff. Now we're going to start going through Arcanist, and I think I was just going to go to 32. That seems right. So not much to max it out, but the next thing we're getting is a big one, Nullification. I wanted to get it before we fought Cromley, but didn't work out. However, we'll have it for the next difficulty, whatever that is. But in this kind of mode, there's no reason for us to rush. We don't need to head to the next difficulties. In fact, we might be doing like something like normal SR when we get to that point. Because we have to be able to find items we want. But we don't want to put ourselves in too much danger. You know, you don't want to just die when you don't have good items yet. These are not all that great. Alright, I'm just going to go see how it goes. Let's see. Poison. We already got the triangle here, so we don't need that. These guys scale, but we're having an easier time than ever. And up here, we're going to put totems down to help us. Got the casters. Put totems down. I don't want to fight in this poison. I have to. Cut his resists. Keep totems up. Okay, come on now. Pierce. Cold lightning. I mean, that might work. That might work. I'm gonna pick it up. So let's see how it functionally looks. Why'd that kill the heck out? Was I really getting all enough air resist from that? Man, that's a bummer. Any method around that? Not really. Okay. Guess we can't do it yet. Need fire resist to make that work. I thought there was something I had that gave a bunch of fire resist. Oh well. Alright. Another thing. Let's see here. Did I already do Pine Barren stuff? I did. I already got the points out there. Neat. Soul Core Bolter doesn't do us a whole lot of good. Nice two-hander. I'll just fight this group over here as I make my way. I'd like, you can make your way out, but we were heading toward Fort Icon, I believe. Let's see, we're still honored. You know, let's see if Homestead has anything to help us along here. We want every advantage we can get. So if we can find a nice two-hander augment, even if it's not the best, like, it would be good to have.
See anything you like?
Let's see. Okay. That's physical. That's fire. Pet bonuses. Hey, there we go. Let's take a potent ring color powder. There might have been something better, but we'll just put that on the weapon. Kick that damage up a little bit more. You have to remember this weapon does elemental, not lightning, so I'm only reason so much. I probably should have found an elemental mod. Watch these guys have a better one. Actually they don't. They have Aether damage mods. I don't know why I didn't know that. No, they got some poison and such. Some of the rings might be okay. That's too bad. I really wanted to use the Skull's ring. But then, like, it makes it so we have to fix fire resistance of all things. Okay. Let's warp out to where we're going next. Got that quest done. Estercarn Valley. Let's see if we can see the totem from here. We can. I'm gonna go hit this totem. This is kind of the whole thing with totem farming. Yeah, I'm low level. You don't really need to do this, but 40 is a fair tier to farm a little bit if you're looking for a couple items or a set. If I could get the Herald set, that'd be super nice. That would probably take care of all of our resistance woes. Yeah, I'm clearing these guys fine. Got plenty of health. The shaman here. There we go. Yep, blue shaman first. He's doing something to me, but my gentle wind is taking care of it. Sorry, Janet. 969, that's pretty good. An elemental. Interesting. Oh, that guy's a regenerator, but I'm killing his friends way faster than I kill him, so... Oh, never mind. Killed him pretty quick, too. I feel like I already had a bramble with the amulet. We're going to check this. It's got one double shaman, which is what our amulet gives us. Not really compelling. Okay. No. Two-handed mace. Is this a lightning two-handed mace? Interesting. 2 to skills and shaman. Okay, I think we found a much better weapon to use. It's going to be slower, but I think I can deal with that. Yeah. That's sad that we just put that ring color powder on the other one. That's funny. But the funny thing is I was using Sacred Strike because I think that's the only elemental one I could really go with. The lightning one though, the lightning arrow I think goes on guns, not these, so. Well, didn't expect to find a usable two-hander. Heck, that's good as well. Change everything, why don't you? Alright, yeah, that's what you're looking for. This is great, because this is the elemental resist. That might be enough. We throw the bullet string. 55 plus 17. Yeah, it's just over 80, right? No. 20 would get close. Still. It's in the right direction. Interesting. Okay. Cool. Well, now I gotta go fix everything again. So we're gonna blow up our weapon to make sure I can use this. Okay. We're gonna get the Blessed Steel back because I think there isn't anything else I can use. Pop this on. Oh yeah, that's really nice. We're gonna get the lightning augment for that again. We're gonna pop this on and keep the add-on for this. Okay. Now fire is the weakness, not cold. Anything here that would be helpful with that? Don't think so. Hold on to that. Sword we don't need, amulet we don't need. Let's give elemental, but I lose bleeding, which is already low, and vitality. Oh, yeah, vitality is fixable. We'll just pop one of these back on here. There we go. 1200 regen. That's pretty nice. I think that'll see us through. And the resists are a little iffy. Okay. Back to Homestead. Well, I didn't really think I'd be doing this build fixing right now. But when you find a weapon like that, it's pretty ideal for what I'm doing. Oh, and I gotta get my rush again and everything. Alright. Put Sacred Strike back on. I got Savagery.
I'll give you a good price of what I've got left.
Wait, which one was it? Purple?
Put it to good use.
There we go. And my Savagery damage is a little bit of physical, but mostly lightning and electrocute. That's what we want. Now, this is going to help my totems and stuff do more damage too, because this weapon has 78% lightning damage and 2 doll skills. Like, it's basically perfect. Like, it's exactly what I needed. Sorry, I gotta go back to Forgotten Gods content now. Although I wonder if I bought a couple of the rush ones just to keep in the stash. I did not. I might do that at this point.
See anything you like?
Trading Bulls what we're using for rush. So you see everything I'm doing here. I'm just going to keep one in my stash as a, you know, handy to have. That's not a big deal if I lose it. Alright, well, back out to Astrakhan Valley with more firepower. Wow, that's feeling good now. Very nice. Oh, 1400 regen. That's real nice. Better than I expected. Just lovely. Alright, this is enough. more chaos resist would be good. I just don't know if I'm going to be able to claim more before I fight the Ligorian. We'll see. Well, I didn't think it through, but maybe. Let's cross. What are we looking at? Oh, 9,000. That's a lot. Okay. That would take some just straight up farming to do that. It would be possible, but I don't think I want to farm that. Defensive ability's looking good. Okay. We're in good shape. I wonder what else I could possibly get up. Diamonds, Rovers. Rovers has some okay stuff. Instead, if Max could help us some other resistances. Bash our way through this stuff. So I feel like I have AoE now because I think I'm critting enough. Yeah, 13% is pretty good. Would be all right. Yep. He froze me. Rude. There we go. I feel a little bit like a Storm Lord of some sort now. He's gonna have so much electric coming down on him. Is that 10k? Jeez. That's good though. Oh yeah. I got ripped up. That's good stuff. Okay.
Good. You've betrayed. Precisely.
Take this guy out. I know this will hurt my homestead experience a little bit, but it must be done. See, homestead is much easier to kind of max out. Kaiman's not too bad, Rovers not too bad. Okay. Before I slam my head through things here. Oh, no. Why does the portal have to go right on top of him? How about here? I wanted to check something. Make sure I'm not crazy. Which was a, tricky one.
I'll give you a good price of what I've got left.
Vitality. Ether. Bleeding. Okay. Let's take one of these. At least we can shore up our bleeding resist. I'll just stick it on our amulet for now. Okay. It's probably the most we can do at the moment. So I'll just get back to what I was doing. I'm gonna go clear. Get through this area. So I got another build coming down the pipe that, if you're watching, you've probably already seen the explanation of it. I hope it goes well. I'm not playing it hardcore or anything, because it's kind of weird one. It works so much different. but it like just automatically does damage as you move about. There's several ways to kind of do that, but being able to do so at full speed is nice. This is going nice now. Feels good. Good weapon. Good weapon drop. Not like best or anything, but solid. Solid enough to work with. At the very least, it feels more in line with how I want the character to play. Interesting, okay. Yeah, armor's fine. But yeah, I basically want the character to play by, you know, smacking guys with a bunch of lightning. Because my damage is a bit of mix right now, then it's fine. I probably do want to get the mines, but I'm trying to figure out when I want to do that. Now, on the other build that's like Aether Walk build, you need the mines as soon as possible because enemies like literally are highly resistant to Aether early on. So you either need mixed damage to kind of deal with that, or you need just an enormous amount of damage, which that build cannot do. There's the Herald's Ward. That's fantastic. If I get the 3 Herald set pieces, I'm going to move into that, even though it'll take away the 1 to skills. This set gives back 1 to skills, but it gives enormous amounts of resist, so like if you get the full set, you can't pass it up. It might be worth trying to do a few totems after this. See if I can get that piece out. Just because it's that good, like I could wear it for a long time. So I get something like, I don't think it's Perdition, it's Praetorian. So I get like Praetorian, and I can swap. Yeah, the +1 skills belt, that's a big one. That might actually, I can't remember the belt in the final build. Might have to actually be something like that, because you can get the upgraded versions of it. Yeah, but I was talking about the other build. It does like low amounts of Aether damage, so it needed as much Aether cut as it can get as soon as possible, just to prevent ethereals from being able to just outright resist and you can never deal damage to them. And it worked really well. The first time I kind of put that build together, I waited on that because I was like, oh, 45% will be enough. It was not. It was not nearly enough, which is sad. Like on this guy, I had a lot of trouble with the guy coming up. Now this build shouldn't have any real trouble with him unless he's resistant to lightning. Don't recall if he is, but maybe. Nope. Totem handle things for a second. This build is not going to have much Aether. Can't shoot through walls, can they? Nope. This build's not going to have a lot of lightning resistance reduction, but yeah, it'll probably be fine. I think it'll have enough.
Stubborn Jim, you've already lost.
So this is a bad idea. I'm sitting here face-taking this guy. But my damage is high enough now that I can just tear him apart. Wow, didn't even get a chance to use a Senator. Warped Blade Arm of Abomination. That is quite solid. But I don't plan on using it. Just doesn't do the damage types I want. Although it is cool, there's only a few weapons in the game that like automatically have abilities on them. This being one of them, so it can get, it could have another ability on it, and that's pretty cool. But then you want it to be attacking really fast, so that you can get a better chance to proc those. These shoulders have some chaos resist, bleeding. Okay. Nothing too exciting. It's to be expected. Alright. I think I am gonna go run maybe one totem. I want to get the Necropolis here first, though. I don't got much reason to stay in this area, so... Yep. Lots of good damage coming out. A nice tanky boy as well. So one thing that's lending a lot of success to this build is just having Overload all the way up. Next I want Tenacity of the Boar. That's why that Tutor Shaman skills weapon benefit is huge. And I'll get that later on the main weapon, so this is kind of like a pseudo main weapon. And if I find a better, I think it's Scented Diadem, I could have an upgrade there as well. Let's look at this thing. Yeah, it's the same thing. Just Vitality Resist. I need more robust resistances, so that's worthless, even though the armor's the same. Okay, so we're done with this, but man, 7 points getting dropped into that. I'm gonna add 1, just cause it's extra, and it just adds benefits like conversion, stun duration, resist, extra electrocute damage, just chance of hitting enormous lightning damage. Is probably where that 10,000 hit came from. Then 2 here. This will take a couple levels to get the nullification. It's a great little skill. Very handy. There's all kinds of, like, a lot of good bonuses we can get out of this setup. One thing that the Shaman hurts for is offensive ability, because they don't have a global skill that gives it. But one of the skills that does is Tenacity of the Boar. I don't know if it gives it to him totally, or just to the Tenacity. I'm pretty sure it's just the Tenacity, or just the Savagery. Okay, Abomination. That was awesome, actually. I think one of my other builds had trouble with Abominations. Alright. Could go in there. I don't want to. Hate to say this, but I think I just thought of a reason to go in there. Bummer. Okay. Here's what we gotta do. First of all, we're gonna go back and drop a portal by it. So, why do we want to go in there? Well, okay, leave it, there we go. So the Rovers have a quest, and I forgot I'm actually honored with the Rovers. So they have a quest that'll want me to go in there and look at me a devotion point, a bunch of experience for the Rovers. It's good. That's a big hit. Alright, I am just trucking through huge piles of enemies now. I think I made the right decisions with extra defenses. Very nice. Okay. We're going to hop back to the old Arcovia Rift. I'll restore the shrine. But one of the things we need to restore the shrine is in here. Yeah, there's a boss in here that we could kill while we're here. That's fine. Got my chaos resist is not great. And my regeneration is holding its own. I have to use a lot of damage to bring me down at this point. Okay, that's the way out. So it's in the bottom right corner? Yeah. Always good to know that. These zones, for any of you guys watching this, can be dangerous just because you can't just leave. I mean, you can escape and close the game. But, I mean, where's the fun in that? That's cool. Interesting claymore there. This weapon is going to be hard to pass up. Like, I might be looking for the empowered version of it because just 2 to our skills is good. I kind of hope they put that in the expansion, a way to like upgrade items to their kind of next tier. I mean, yeah, most of this stuff's crap, but if the blue items were better and you could upgrade them to like progress them, they could make good leveling equipment. It wouldn't make it too expensive, honestly. At least for like normal to empowered, make it something like a heart, a bloody Katon, and like aether crystal, maybe one other thing. Just make it a couple different diverse things. Yeah, those shockwaves very noticeable now. Excellent. Okay, I'm gonna get this item I need, and then I'm going to get the guy dead, and then I'm gonna get out. Then we'll probably be done there. I want to go get the other devotion point and such, but makes sense to kind of skip past those for now. Well, I'll say the totems seem to be, doing work. They're making things faster. There we go, Spirit of Mogdrogen. What do we want? Alright. Ooh, he looks fun. Oh, he's dead. Jeez. Okay, I've got enough damage. Very nice. And this should take us further in. Yep. We're gonna kill the boss. The time he's chosen will want me to do it anyway. If I decide to do more of their quests. Way out was over there. This guy is kind of in the center. I think he's right in there. Gotta find the way around. Everything about the build's feeling great right now. I like that I can attack and drop a totem and it doesn't feel like it interrupts my attacks very much. I don't know why that is, it just feels like that. I'm getting nice big crits, you know, for my level. Here he is. I'll lower his resist. Just Sacred Strike him when I can. For low chaos resist, I'm doing fine. He drops some stuff like his Shard of the Fox, but that is a shield. Don't want that anyway. And that's done. We got our Mogdrogen's item, we got that. And we are ready to go for the next part of that quest and clear it out. But that didn't take much time. That said, I've spent about an hour making my way through here with a few exciting finds, so that's cool. Okay, I'm gonna try something. That's fantastic. I bet when this goes down, it won't keep up. Love it. That's how you can really like fall in love with Regen, when you can do stuff like that. Just ignore ground effects because they really don't do enough to you. They would do more to me if like I was having to fight something in them. But yeah, the next things I want to do is I do want to finish the Shrine of Mogdrogen stuff just because it's good for all kinds of things. Oh, I do want to head back to Fort Icon. I'll do this real quick. But I also want to go to Necropolis. I can get basically 2 skill points, or no, 2 devotion points out of the area. There's one there, and there's one in a little downtown area. I probably want to do more with Kaiman's.
Good work down there.
So I
We
get
cannot
access to
simply
theirs as
march
well.
out.
So that's a huge amount of Black Legion experience. Let's see. Oh my gosh, I am 250 off. 250 off. Man. This'll do it. Could have brought these to Homestead. Decided not to. Just wanted to see if there's anything good for Honored. Okay. Is this all 2-hand stuff? Yeah. Not terribly helpful. These might be good at level 55. Burn Swarm. No, not really. Got the writ, but I don't need that. Alright, cool. So we're going to end off here. But thanks for joining me. Have a good day, and we'll keep going until we die. Take care.